the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
From GBN, this is Network News for Tuesday, August 20, 2024. In the headlines, Caribbean Examinations Council highlights continued underperformance in mathematics and English after the release of CXC results today. Former Prime Minister Tillman Thomas appointed deputy to the Governor General. Child Protection Authority calls for intervention to address alcohol consumption among minors. Also in the news, regionally, U.S. sanctions former Haitian president over alleged drug trafficking. Internationally, new U.S. immigration policy for undocumented spouses comes into effect. Plus, in the sports news, GFA Premier League to resume this weekend, while Windwards to play Trinidad in regional under-17 action. Good evening, I'm Kenroy, Baptiste. We are reporting the day's news.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Thanks for joining us. The Caribbean Examinations Council, CXC, has released the results for the May-June 2024 exams. Beverly Telesford has this report.
On Tuesday, the Caribbean Examination Council, CXC, announced the results for the May-June 2024 Caribbean Advanced Proficiency Examination CAPE, Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate, CSEC, and Caribbean Certificate of Secondary Level Competence, CCSLC exams. Dr. Wayne Wesley, the Registrar and Chief Executive Officer of CXC, voiced concerns during the online release about the persistent underperformance in mathematics and English over the past 5 years.
When you look at the performance of English over that period, the average performance of English is about 79–80%. But the average performance of mathematics is about anywhere between 55 to about 59%. In fact, if we really strictly apply the entire cohort, you're actually about 44%. This year, the performance in mathematics is a bit lower than last year. But what it says to me is that when we did further analysis as to the acquisition of 5 subjects or more, we recognize a certain percentage, about 6% of the entire population of persons registered for the exam getting 5 or more. When we indicate and do further probing, we recognize that when we make the restriction, 5 subjects, including mathematics and English, that drops to 4.9%.
He highlighted the potential impacts of these challenges on students throughout the region.
From 2018 to now, every year we have been losing almost 11,500 students on average who will not fully matriculate into university because you need maths and English. You will have 11,500 students who will be underemployed if they are employed, because if you don't have maths and English, employers are going to pay you less. You have students who will require rework. In other words, you have to go and do the program over. You will have students who will not realize their full potential. And most importantly, it is having a negative effect on the economic competitiveness of the region.
In response, CXC has initiated efforts to address the region's issues with numeracy and literacy by commissioning a team to implement targeted interventions. Additionally, there were declines in performance in subjects such as principles of accounts, integrated science, information technology, French, and chemistry. However, improvements were noted in Caribbean history, social studies, physics, office administration, and human and social biology compared to 2023. Statistics on Grenada's overall performance have not yet been made public. The Ministry of Education issued a congratulatory message to the successful CXC and CAPE candidates. The acting Minister of Youth and Sports told them their hard work, determination, and resilience truly paid off, while also encouraging those who were unsuccessful to not be deterred by the results of this period's examinations. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Tellisford.
Meanwhile, the Caribbean Examinations Council has reported a concerning increase in incidents of misconduct during its May-June 2024 exams. The irregularities include candidates bringing unauthorized cell phones into the testing centers, engaging in outright cheating, and even impersonating on the candidates. Nicole Manning, CXC's Director of Operations, stressed the severity of the situation during CXC's official results release ceremony on Tuesday.
Now, for irregularities and hardships, we have two concerns. Let me tell you a little bit about irregularities. Irregularities are about candidates carrying their cell phones, candidates believing, unfortunately we had this case here, impersonating another candidate, okay? Things like cell phones, we saw a lot of cheating this year. If you notice on screen, you're seeing a number, 54. Last year it would have been what? 36. That's a big increase. And candidates have to sign to agree, yes, this is what happened. So we're not just making it up. The supervisors and vigilators are not making it up. They are telling you, I did this. As well as they're caught, literally, with the phone, looking. One candidate said they were Googling the question.
In one incident, a candidate was caught trying to impersonate someone else, which led to harsh consequences.
You're finding that they're trying to pass off as another candidate. That's not good, but it happened, right? So, of course, the situation was identified and the candidate is not only disqualified, but debarred for 2 years. So it's a very serious matter.
This year, 54 incidents of irregularities were recorded, an increase from the 36 cases recorded in 2023. The increase was mainly recorded in the sitting of the Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate CSEC exams, with a surge from 19 incidents in 2023 to 49 in 2024, while the Caribbean Advanced Proficiency Examinations CAPE accounted for the rest. CXC has vowed to crack down hard on any future attempts to undermine the integrity of its assessments. Well, officials from Beston Consultants Limited, the Trinidad and Tobago company contracted to undertake work on the Molyneux Landslip project, said the project is on track and is expected to be completed later this year. My colleague, Rena Pett Thomas, visited the site to bring you this update.
The Molyneux slippage project is well underway as Senior Site Engineer Reginald Simon gave the news team an update on the project and what is to be expected going forward.
Presently, we are putting up the last set of barrier walls on either side, looking to cast them within the next 2 weeks. From the entrance, we're looking to complete the roads, the retaining wall, the curb and slippers within the next 4 weeks. On the opposite side, we're also looking to complete the slipper drain and the retaining wall on the opposite side also. Presently, the contractor have roughly 24 workers every day. Beston have basically 3 workers on site every day, and other subcontractors may have about 6 to 10 workers every day. Now, Wausau will have an average of 6 workers on site as requested, along with Grand Lake as requested.
Simon also told the news team that the project is expected to be completed in November of this year.
The contractor had advised us that they are looking to complete by the end of November. Being the last month in November, they're going to start to work on the actual repaving of the road. That includes from the entrance of Mount Morris to the other end of this zone here, only within this area.
The Molyneux slippage project is part of the over $30 million Western Corridor projects. The road was closed in 2019 as it was no longer safe for motorists due to the land slippage. Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
My colleague Rena P. Thomas talking there with an official from Beston Consulting Limited. Right, former Prime Minister Tillman Thomas has been appointed deputy to Governor General Dame Cécile Lagrenade in her absence. The Governor General left the state on Monday, August 19, 2024, to attend to personal business. She's scheduled to return home on August 29. We're live from the Grenadian capital, still to come in Network News. Child Protection Authority calls for intervention to address alcohol consumption among minors.
Ride in style with an easy ride loan from Ariza. Enjoy the comfort and convenience of your own vehicle for work or play. You've got places to go, and we're gonna help you get there easy. Enjoy competitive interest rates, specials on insurance, and offers from auto dealers. Ariza also has great offers on electric and fuel-efficient used and new vehicles. Apply for an easy ride loan from Ariza and drive away in style. Ride in style with an easy ride loan from Ariza. Enjoy the comfort and convenience of your own vehicle for work or play. You've got places to go, and we're gonna help you get there easy. That's why on June 22nd, we're hosting our Easy Ride Auto Show at Ariza's Car Park, Bruce Street. Speak to our professional loan officers, car dealers, and insurance brokers in one convenient location. Learn about our special offers on electric and fuel-efficient used and new vehicles. This is your opportunity to secure your Easy Ride loan and drive away in style.
Show me your ID. You walk with your man, you walk with your woman. Party lover. I come to party, we no shooting up nobody. Come to party, no violence in this country. You come to party, I want a peaceful party. We come to party, everybody feeling hot, hot, hot.
Hi, hello, I'm Super Flying Flint, and I got a message for everybody. The message is, let's create a safer community for all of us. Put down the guns and let us party.
A message from the Ministry of National Security.
The NLA is giving you more chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding Multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding Multi-X. Place your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more or free plays. With multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more with multi-X added to Playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Labukan Creative Center presents the final staging of I Do at the Deluxe Cinema Grenville, Sunday, August 25th at 6 p.m. Tickets available at Labukan Creative Center, Gotefet, and St. Andrew's Pharmacy at $75. It's the most hilarious comedy ever staged in Grenada. It's I Do by Uriah Speakers, Sunday, August 25th, Deluxe Cinema Grenville at 6 p.m. Don't you miss it.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
Where are you come out? Where are you from? I was leave free promotion, it is hard, but yeah, somebody send out the warning.
Spend $50 or more at any Hubbard's department or participating outlets for a chance to win free fuel, free drinks, free prizes, free property and vehicle insurance, free Hub TV and internet, free electricity, free coke, free water, free cooking gas, free paint supplies, free Dutch Lady milk, free passes to Sunshine promotion events for 2024, free groceries, all for 1 whole year. And every winner receives a free lunch package. But that's not all. Drive away in style in a brand new Isuzu D-Max. It sips, it doesn't guzzle. So fill out your entries and place them into the marked entry boxes. This promotion is brought to you in part by Dutch Lady, Danny, Promo, Supreme Bleach, Creative Chef, Grenlac, Floor, Salt Petroleum, Grenadian General Insurance Company Limited, Coca-Cola, Sunshine Promotion, Caribberies, Coop Bag, Sesame Spain, and Food Fear. Promotion runs from April 2nd to December 24. Terms and conditions apply.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back. The issue of increased alcohol consumption among minors has been highlighted as a major cause for concern following the 2024 Carnival festivities. The Child Protection Authority is calling on parents, the community, and other stakeholders to intervene to help curb this growing problem.
With the conclusion of Spice Mass 2024 just 1 week ago, a number of concerns have been brewing as it relates to underage drinking as well as minors attending fetes. Donella Hostin, Public Relations Officer of the Child Protection Authority, says this growing concern needs to be nipped in the bud and believes collectively everyone can play their respective role to help curb the issue.
We are very much concerned about the reports that we have been hearing on social media and so about the consumption of alcohol by children. Now, we've heard reports of children as young as 10 years old consuming alcohol during the festive season and attending some of these adult events. Now, we have been asking, pleading with the public, with parents and guardians to ensure that their children are properly supervised and are safe. And we also have been attending carnival events where we had information booths so people can get little tips from us on how they can protect themselves and their children during the festive season. So it's very unfortunate that we have to hear these reports of children consuming alcohol during these events. And to the vendors, we have to wonder, why are you sending or selling alcohol to children? It is against the law to sell alcohol to minors. And just be mindful that if something were to happen to these children, who is accountable? Where are their parents? Where are their guardians? We know it's the festive season, but that does not take away your responsibility as a parent.
Hostin noted that moving forward, more sensitization will be done among various stakeholders to ensure this concern is addressed.
Now, CPA has been doing its best to continue to sensitize and educate the public, but we also have to remember that child protection is everybody's business. It is not just CPA's business or the parents' business. It is everybody's business. Going forward, we are hoping that we can do more sensitization and collaborations with our stakeholders, and we want to include stakeholders, not just the police and the church, but we also want to include SMC, we also want to include other promoters so that they too can be aware of the importance and the important role that they play in ensuring that our children are kept safe.
The general public is reminded that it is an offense to sell alcohol to minors. Penalties include a fine of $3,000 and up to 3 months imprisonment. For GBN News, Janelle St. Bernard.
Spice Mass 2024 has been hailed as a success by Spice Mass Corporation, despite mixed reactions from the public. Nisha Paul reports.
During Monday's Beyond the Headlines program, the SMC CEO emphasized that the staging of the annual event triumphed in the face of challenges. These include the impact of Hurricane Beryl, which disrupted the build-up to Carnival.
My overall assessment of Spice Mass 24 is that it was a success. I will not say a tremendous success because I tell you what, we were faced with many challenges. From what I saw, I would think it was a really great turnout in terms of increased numbers. And I will add that in some cases, those increased numbers themselves also pose some of the challenges which in fact we were faced with for Spice Mass 2024. But overall, I'm really happy that we were able to pull through, we were able to make the event happen. In some cases, you get mixed reviews. Some people think for them it was a great success because, again, depending on what they're looking forward to and what they would have enjoyed. For others, there are areas that we definitely need to pay attention to.
Also appearing on the program was former SMC chairman Arlie Gill, who acknowledged the corporation's fair effort but pointed to weak organizational structure as a recurring issue.
Weak organizations, weak stakeholder organizations. PAN doesn't have the issue that MAS and Calypso has, because for all of the perceived weakness of the Sylvan Association, it is the only properly functioning association. So that when PAN comes to you in Spice Mass, PAN have monthly, if not weekly meetings. They're very organized.
He also highlighted both strengths and vulnerabilities in the preservation of Grenada's unique Juve and Jab traditions, calling for more action to safeguard its portrayal in future years.
What we have seen in the last couple of years is the proliferation of dirty people as opposed to jab. And so that you have persons who cannot portray the jab masquerade. And that is a challenge, that is a weakness now. We cannot sell our product of jab as just simply getting dirty Juve morning. Yes? So the jab chanting, the drums, and so on, we have to now ensure Spice Mass Corporation working along with the Cultural Foundation, because Mr. CEO, I think that in a lot of the developmental work that needs to be done to put on the portrayals of Carnival, Spice Mass may not necessarily have the capacity, but I envision the role of the Cultural Foundation as creating the content for that product that they put on a Spice Mass.
The post-Carnival conversation underscores both pride and the need for structural improvements to ensure the longevity of Spice Mass as the premier display of Grenada's unique and vibrant cultural heritage. For GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
Meanwhile, Chief Executive Officer of Spice Mass Corporation, Cesar Noel, has responded to criticisms surrounding the execution of this year's Spice Mass, asserting that blame should not rest solely on the corporation. In the aftermath of the Carnival celebrations, the SMC has been criticized for the late start of some of the major Carnival events, including Juve and the Fancy Masquerade. However, Noel had this to say.
Band leaders were taking the time doing as they pleased to ensure they have more people there crowded, to ensure that all the costume and so were fixed on them. And I'm not saying what people said. I'm telling you what I observed, because I made it my duty to be there. So when we talk about these late starts and we keep trying to point the finger at Spice Mass as not doing what they're supposed to do, I mean, I could only emphatically state that it is incorrect. Now, as stakeholders, we all have a part to play. Mass band leaders, and we had a series of discussion, and the truth be told, some of the mass band did what we discussed and what was expected of them, but not all did. And we cannot afford, in all honesty, to just sit and allow for people to just castigate and bring down Spice Mass.
Noel defended SMC's efforts amidst public scrutiny on the Bob report, which rated the corporation's performance C- following numerous challenges that affected the festivities.
I know that there were challenges, and serious challenges, many of which we had absolutely no real control over. Some of them just happened, but we listen and we're going to work to fix them. But I just think it's extremely important that people know, to make it sound like if the board, the staff, the CEO did nothing is absolutely untrue. Absolutely untrue.
He responded to suggestions for a review of the composition of the SMC board to include individuals directly engaged in the various aspects of Spice Mass, with the intention to breathe new life into the organization.
I do agree, and I'm not going to dodge it, that from that compilation in terms of the board, these are things that need to be addressed, need to be looked at. And I think it's extremely important that these be done. But having said all of that, as I stated, despite the composition which need to be fixed, the efforts in terms of the staff, and I really want to give my staff credit in terms of being so small and the amount of work that we have to put out to do what we have to do. I'm really hoping that in the ensuing years, we will see increased number in staff to make sure that all the different areas are taken care of.
The post-carnival discussion has sparked debate over how to revitalize Grenada's beloved cultural event and improve its management in the future. Other news, one of the major successes of Spice Mass 2024, according to Chief Executive Officer of Spice Mass Corporation, Cesar Noel, was the increased participation in traditional Mass. He considers this involvement as a strong indication of the preservation of the uniqueness of Grenada's Carnival.
And I will start by saying traditional Mass for 2024 was one of the things we saw as a must pay attention to. And for various reasons. I mean, we hear the loud noises with respect to fancy Mass, and in some case where it seemed to be that disorganized. And part of what we thought from a Spice Mass perspective is that the more attention we pay to what is uniquely Grenadian, which is a traditional Mass, we think that the more attention we pay to that to help to get that Mass develop and move forward in a big way, including that of having younger people involved. We think that if we pay more emphasis on that, it will help us in dealing with some of the additional challenges which in some cases we are faced with when coming to the fancy Mass. And I dare say from all indication, it was a success in terms of the effort put into the traditional Mass. We looked at the traditional Mass festival in St. Mark's, and that was a reason.
Noel added that in excess of 17 traditional Mass bands participated in this year's Carnival. He commended the move to form a traditional Mass band association.
Between last year and this year, as part of our endeavor working along, even with the Cultural Foundation, the traditional Mass have in fact formed their own association, something that we are justly pleased about as well. So they're no longer a part, quote unquote, of the Mass Band Association, which is a combination of traditional and fancy, but they have their own association, Timber, Traditional Individual Mass Band Association. And I am happy to mention that because it made it a lot easier for us to be able to communicate with the traditional Mass band and the leaders, to the extent that when we met with them and we had a few meetings with them and had a discussion about them participating on the road in St. George's on Monday, that made it very easy. And of course, they were there on Monday. Unfortunately, they were there on Monday and there were very little spectatorship, to the extent that part of what I heard people making mention of is like nothing happened on Monday, but that's really not the truth.
After the break, TAMCC's refrigeration and AC program gifted cutting-edge equipment valued at over $70,000. We'll be right back.
It's the Quartz Appliance Event. Cook it, fry it, bake it on a new Mabe stove for only $1,799. Stack it, pack it, and chill it with a Frigidaire 4-mount fridge for $2,749. Laundry piling up? Wash it, spin it, dry it in a Frigidaire 17-kilogram washing machine top, only $2,399. Get it now and pay later. It's the Quartz Appliance Event, only at Quartz, bringing value home. Offers end July 24th, 2024. Conditions apply.
Yeah, man. Everybody. Yeah, man. So, no. Full leave 1 week. Nah. Telling you. You them massive dragon. Hello. You see that? Everybody tell that. Let them make a hard on them, man. Me have 38, man. But you are 92. Yeah. Yeah. You need the number 1 run, man. That easy. No, what? Nice. Yeah. You number 1. Ah, yeah, me too.
Whether sipped neat, mixed into a classic cocktail, or savored on the rocks, our rum delivers a taste that captivates and satisfies. Choose greatness. Choose Classcoat, the number 1 rum. Produced by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians, from wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up, up, up several notches. But the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Served Grenada for decades, we are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grand Anse, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium.
We're back after the break. The TMI Community College has received state-of-the-art equipment that will help students in the refrigeration and air conditioning department learn new practices and protocols in the sector. My colleague, Renapet Thomas, tells us more.
The TMI Community College, TAMCC, has received a significant boost to its refrigeration and air conditioning program, thanks to the donation of cutting-edge equipment valued at over $70,000. This state-of-the-art equipment will allow students to gain hands-on experience with the newest technologies in the refrigeration and air conditioning sector, ensuring they are well prepared to meet the demands of the evolving industry. National Ozone Liaison Officer Leslie Smith said the equipment will not only enhance the technical capabilities of students, but also align with global standards in refrigerant management and climate protection.
Estimated cost of the equipment is about $70,000 altogether. It is important that our technicians gain exposure to these new and emerging technologies and to be able to handle them appropriately, particularly with reference to the safety considerations. And so early exposure to the technicians to this type of equipment is good. And so what we would endeavor to do in the future is to make more of these equipment available to all technicians so that they can perform what we refer to as good refrigeration practices. They would prevent the venting or the release of the gases into the atmosphere that can damage the ozone layer, that can contribute towards global warming, and that can make our environment unsafe for human existence.
The National Ozone Unit, responsible for coordinating the donation, emphasized that this initiative is in line with Grenada's commitment to phasing out ozone-depleting substances and adopting greener technology. The equipment will play a crucial role in training students on the safe handling of alternative refrigerant that have lower environmental impact.
So the equipment that you see here is being provided by the National Ozone Unit in the Renewable Energy Division of the Ministry of Climate Resilience, the Environment and Renewable Energy. The financing is coming from the Montreal Protocol Multilateral Fund Secretariat and has been implemented on the project that we have with the United Nations Development Organization. So the National Ozone Unit in Grenada is the executing arm of the project, and we have identified the needs of the college. We are advocating for these new and emerging technologies, and so we have provided the equipment now so that our technicians in Grenada can be trained in these technologies using these state-of-the-art types of equipment.
Smith gave an overview of the equipment donated and the function of the newer technologies.
Our state-of-the-art equipment that are specifically designed for the new and emerging technologies in refrigeration and air conditioning. So these equipment here are what we refer to as ATEX approved or intrinsically safe to handle flammable refrigerants. So we have here a recovery machine that can recover these flammable refrigerants. We also have a ventilator. We also have a ventilator here to dissipate the air and to ensure that there is enough ventilation in the room. We have charging devices, manifold gauges, recovery cylinders, scales, lock ring technologies. All of these are state-of-the-art, very recent and modern type of equipment that this lab here at TAMCC would be equipped with to train the students in these new and emerging technologies, paying particular attention to the safety requirements that are required in handling these new technologies.
This initiative reflects a growing trend in Grenada towards integrating sustainability into technical education, ensuring that the new generation of professionals is equipped to lead in a greener economy. Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
We invite you to stay with us. The sports news coming up next.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grandans, Victoria Street, Granville, and Central Deputy Street, Guelph. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Over the years and presently, customers have been winning exciting prizes while ensuring that benefits are realized for all Grenadians by supporting the games of the National Lotteries Authority.
I am Patrick Simmons, former Minister for Sports and National Athlete. The NLA has made significant investment in nation-building activities. Among them are the construction of health, sporting, cultural, educational, and community facilities. Additionally, they continue to provide funding to non-governmental organizations and individuals throughout the Tri-Island state. I support the NLA's mandate because I can see where the money goes.
Playing the games of the NLA guarantees support for sports, culture, and nation building throughout the tri-island state of Grenada.
Sporting fans, good evening. The Premier League is set to resume this weekend with an exciting lineup of matches. The league action will kick off on Saturday, headlined by the clash between Hurricanes SC and Hard Rock at Alston George Park in Victoria from 6 p.m. FC Camerone will face off against St. John's Sports at Queen's Park from 4 p.m. On Sunday, Paradise FC International will embark on a journey to Plains to take on Mount Rich in what promises to be a thrilling encounter there. Simultaneously, Queen's Park Rangers FC will engage in a fierce battle with SAP Spartans at Queen's Park, while Fontenoy United and Shamrock SC are set to meet at Beausejour. We can tell you too, all Sunday matches are slated to begin at 4 p.m. Well, if the words of former FIFA Vice President Austin Jack Warner are anything to go by, Trinidad and Tobago is grasping at straws where qualification to the 2026 FIFA World Cup is concerned. Warner, known for his blunt personality, is of the view that the Twin Island Republic will not make another appearance at the global showpiece anytime soon, as it lacks a proper football structure and competence from a coaching perspective. Even with the increased opportunity opened up by the United States, Canada and Mexico securing automatic berths as hosts, Warner believes this offers very little hope for the Soca Warriors' chances. 3 teams will qualify directly to join the hosts as CONCACAF's representatives at the World Cup, while another 2 will have a second chance at qualification through an inter-confederation playoff. Trinidad and Tobago's lone FIFA World Cup appearance to date was in Germany in 2006. The Windward Islands Volcanoes will play Trinidad on Wednesday in their 3rd round of matches in the Cricket West Indies Rising Stars 2-day tournament. The team, led by Clyde Telesford, came away with a 71-run victory in their opener against the Leeward Islands. Their second match ended in a draw. The 2-day format will be followed by the 50-over white ball format. A champion will be crowned at the end of each format, as West Indies Rising Stars Under-17 50-over Cup champions and West Indies Rising Stars Under-17 2-day champions. This tournament is a key element of the West Indies Future Stars development program, allowing the best players in the region to test themselves within their age group. Sports news for now. The United States has has imposed sanctions on Haiti's former president, Michel Joseph Martelly, over alleged drug trafficking, accusing him of playing a significant role in perpetuating the continuing crisis in the country. The U.S. Department of Treasury, in a statement on Tuesday, said Martelly abused his influence to facilitate the trafficking of dangerous drugs, including cocaine, destined for the United States. The department said Martelly, who served as president of the Caribbean nation between 2011 and 2016, also worked with Haitian drug traffickers, sponsored multiple gangs, and engaged in the laundering of illicit drug proceeds. Tuesday's action freezes any of Martelly's U.S. assets and generally bars Americans from dealing with him. It echoes similar moves from the Canadian government, which imposed sanctions in 2022 against Martelly and two other former prime ministers, accusing them of profiting from armed gangs. A new policy is allowing undocumented migrants in the United States who are married to American citizens to apply for legal residency, is what we can tell you. It's a move many couples have waited years for. However, there are fears that a change of presidency could leave their lives in limbo again.
She's a U.S. citizen. He's an undocumented immigrant. Kathleen and Frank, who asked us not to use their last names, have been married for 6 years, but they live in fear.
It can be really stressful on the entire family to be living sort of in this kind of limbo.
That's because Frank is one of millions of people who have entered the country illegally. He is subject to deportation.
You think about it. You think and rethink every single day at every single moment.
But with the new policy that went into effect this week, he can apply for permanent residency.
Because my life is here with my wife and my two daughters. Everything I have here.
Kathleen and Frank have started the online application process despite some uneasiness. The policy could be reversed by future presidents with the stroke of a pen. Immigrants' rights attorneys have hailed the new policy.
I do think it's going to positively impact immigrant families across the country. So I do think that many families who today are in fear, that they'll be separated or that somebody in their family will be deported, I think they are going to be able to obtain status.
The policy could give about 500,000 undocumented spouses who meet certain conditions a chance to stay in the U.S. permanently. Republicans have attacked Biden's rule change as a mass amnesty program.
Immigrants' rights advocates say the new policy is a positive step forward, but they also say it won't be of much help to millions of other undocumented migrants who are hoping to make a life in the U.S.
It still leaves out so many people. We're just talking about the spouse of a U.S. citizen, right? We also have spouses of lawful permanent residents. We have undocumented parents of U.S. citizen children. There's so many people who are undocumented in this country who also deserve help.
For now, Kathleen and Frank are hoping for the best.
I have faith that everything is going to be okay.
Hoping for a way out of a life in limbo. Rob Reynolds, Al Jazeera, Los Angeles.
Stay with us. We'll be right back. right, we just have time to remind you of the headlines. Caribbean Examinations Council highlights continued underperformance in mathematics and English after the release of CXC results today. Former Prime Minister Tillman Thomas appointed deputy to the Governor General. Child Protection Authority calls for intervention to address alcohol consumption among minors. Also in the news regionally, U.S. sanctions former Haitian president over alleged drug trafficking. Internationally, new U.S. immigration policy for undocumented spouses comes into effect. Plus, in the sports news, GFA Premier League to resume this weekend, while Windwards to play Trinidad in regional under-17 action. I'm Kenroy Baptiste. That's all from us at the newsroom. Thank you so much for tuning in to the news. Have a good night.